Calling together all amateur radio operators. This is the weekly net of the M17 Project. I'm Ed, November 2, X-Ray Delta Delta, and I will be your net control station today. This net meets weekly on Fridays at 1700 hours UTC by means of the M17 Charlie Reflector. The purpose of this net is to relay and share information in regards to the M17 project. M17 is a new digital radio protocol in development as an alternative to those currently available with freedom in mind. Freedom in the code, protocol, voice codecs, and hardware. The goal is to provide a better option for digital radios in the future. We encourage all amateur radio operators to check into this net. We will take check-ins followed by an informal roundtable to discuss all things M17 related. I will now stand by for check-ins. Remember, when checking in, please pause approximately 1.5 seconds before proceeding by giving me your call sign using proper ITU phonetics, followed by your name and location, and if you have any information for the net. Also, please try and keep your transmissions under 3 minutes. I will now stand by for check-ins.
Alpha Charlie 4, Alpha Golf, short time, this is
Victor Echo 6 Delta Victor. Name is Jeff, Juliet Echo Foxtrot Foxtrot, Edmonton, Alberta.
This is Kilo Charlie 1, Alpha Whiskey Victor, KC1AWV. Steve in Boston, Massachusetts, coming in through Echolink.
Hi guys, this is Sierra Papa 5, Whiskey Papa, Wojciech from Warsaw, the capital of Poland, and I have no traffic for today's net, and I'm coming using DroidStar.
Golf Whiskey 8, Sierra Zulu Lima. Dave in Newport, South Wales in the UK. Listening with interest as always, but no traffic for the net today.
This is Kilo Delta 2, Uniform Quebec Kilo, KD2UQK, Rob on Long Island with no traffic.
Kilo 4 Alpha Oscar Alpha Mike, Kilo 4 Oscar Alpha Mike, using DroidStar, no traffic.
November 7, Tango Alpha Echo, coming from southern Arizona, using M-Voice, no traffic. Mike 1, Hotel Oscar Golf, Nicholas, near London, England, and no traffic.
Okay, guys, let's hold it up there. Net control wishes to recognize AC4AG Austin, short timer. Thanks for checking in and listening, buddy. Jeff, which I believe is a new check-in, VE6DV. Steve, KC1AWV. Wojciech, SP5WWP. Dave, GW8, Sierra Zulu Lima. Rob, KD2U, QK. Jerry, K4OAM. Tom, nice to have you back this week, N7TAE. Nick, M1HOG, your audio is a little on the hot side. You may want to adjust your settings a little bit. Do I have anybody else wishing to check in to the M17 Weekly Net? Please call now. Alrighty, I just want to say we were live last week at Nearfest in New Hampshire. It was a 2-day Hamfest, and Steve, KC1AWV, and myself, and W2FBI, we were in one of the vendor booths, and we had a nice display of our portable M17 capable repeater. A lot of people came out to check us out. We made a lot of new friends. A lot of people showed interest in the project, and it's slowly, well, I shouldn't say slowly, it's quickly gaining steam. Also this week, we booked our booth for Hamcation in Orlando, which is going to be in February of 2022. That should be really big. We're up in the Tech Alley part of the convention center, and we will be with Open Research Institute, who has a booth across from us, as well as the Tapper guys. So, looking forward to that. If anybody hasn't already done so, make your reservations. Come on down to Orlando to check us out. This is N2XDD Net Control Station. Do I have anybody else wishing to check into the net? Please call now.
Hello, this is X-Ray Echo 2, Juliet Lima Golf. I'm coming through Dude Star, and I'm in Monterrey, Mexico.
Jose, thank you for joining us again this week. XE2 JLG from Mexico. Pleasure to have you once again. Anybody else looking to check in? Please call Net Control.
Net, this is Alpha Alpha 4 Hotel Sierra. Maitland from Alexandria, Virginia. No traffic.
All right, Maitland, got you on the list. Thanks for joining us again. And also, we had some opportunity to demonstrate some of the implementations of M17 by Mobilink's products. We were able to show off some of the ongoings with the TNC3 and the Nucleo TNC. We were able to play around with the M17 client software from Jonathan G4KLX. So, if you're just listening to us for the first time and you're not aware of our website, M17Project.org, once again, M17Project.org, and from there you can find our contact list where we have a link to our Discord channel. So we have a live net thread going on right now, and you can follow along, and you can see some of the pictures posted, and you'll be able to see a picture of the sandwich that KC1AWV posted today. And I'm just waiting for him to take his first bite so I can throw it over to him and have him tell us what's going on this week in the world of M17. With that, I'm going to drop it, see if anybody else has any traffic, comments, questions, check-ins. Please call Net Control.
Whiskey Papa.
Victor Echo 6 Delta Victor with a question.
Victor Echo 6, David Victor, did you have any traffic for us?
Sorry about that. Yeah, Victor Echo 6 Delta Victor with a question for you. I'm just, the reason I mentioned it there keyed up is because you were asking if anyone had any questions or anything for the net. So if I misheard, I do apologize. My question for you is, Compared to other stations, your audio sounds quite compressed. So I'm wondering what your current setup is. I'm using mVoice on Linux, so I would imagine my audio is fairly rich, hopefully. But what are you using? Are you actually using a radio and into a RF repeater, or what are you doing, and why are you sounding a little differently than other stations? This is VE6DB. Thank you.
Okay, Jeff. I am using an RF radio, but I am coming in through an Allstar bridge into the M17 network. It's just easier for me when I'm doing net control. I can use my microphone and my PTT. So that's my setup right there. Just using a Kenwood V71 linked into my Sherry Allstar Node, and I am hooked up into KC1AWV's Allstar Hub up in New England somewhere. So hope that answers your question, Jeff. Anything else?
No, that's all I have. Thanks, Ed. I appreciate the explanation. Back to net control. This is VE6DB clear.
Yeah, no worries. Once again, we're glad to have you here. We meet every Friday afternoon, 1700 hours UTC. Right now it's 1 p.m. on the East Coast, and I think due to all the magical time changes going on in the next within the next month or so, we'll be meeting back here at noon sometime in November. So this is N2XDD, Net Control Station for the M17 Project. Anybody else any questions, comments, or check-ins? Please call now.
Sierra Papa 5, Whiskey Papa, trying again.
Wojciech, what's going on, buddy? It's Sierra Papa 5, Whiskey Papa. Go ahead. Go ahead with your traffic.
Okay, so that's going to be really technical comment, so prepare. There is a small error in the specification because for the link information channel we are using GOLI code, an extended GOLI code to be precise, and there is a polynomial that is used to generate the code words for this code, and it happens that the polynomial in the specification is for the GOLI code, the simple code, not the extended code. So if you want to add a parity, additional parity bit that makes the code word 24 bits instead of 23, you have to know how to generate it. So it's not in the specification yet. So I found that it's missing, and I wanted to prepare a simple patch. I wanted to add the generating not polynomial but matrix to the specification, but I wasn't able to do it today, so I'm going to do it probably on Monday. So that's all from me. SP5WWP.
Thank you for the updates on the M17 spec. Anybody have any questions in regards to that? Please call Net Control. Okay, I'm sensing Steve has his sandwich in hand, his mouth open, and slowly placing the sandwich to his mouth. So I'm going to throw it over to you, Steve, KC1AWV. What's your report for us this week? What's going on in the world of M17? Or if you want to talk to us a little bit about the Nearfest experience last week, I'm going to throw it over to you. Just remember, let's keep this under 3 minutes. KC1AWV, N2XDD Net Control.
I love our wisecracking net control operator. I'll try to keep it under 3 minutes. I'll at least try that. So yeah, just a couple things. We had that outing over at NeoFest that was this past weekend, which was awesome. It was great to see. I think the over 400 people that showed up at the table. I started losing count after 300, and I don't think that I saw every single person because, there was sometimes I had to walk away from the table, and I'm sure that Ed was taking care of a lot of people that were coming up when I wasn't there. So a lot of people showed up, a lot of good information. We got some really cool people that got interested with the project. We had some people that were aware of us, and then we had some people that were really getting deep into the whole M17 stuff. So I think we're going to start seeing a few more people show up in our Discord, as well as submitting code and reviewing stuff for us, and becoming part of the community, which is really what this whole net is about. And going out and doing these events, we want to extend our community. So look for us at Hamcation. We'll be hopefully housed up with everybody else that's friends with us, and we'll have a blast down there as well. So I'm looking forward to that in February. What else was there? Well, I got some test equipment in, so I'm going to be testing out the repeater, making sure that that's tuned in perfect. So when I install it into the lab, it'll be working 100%. And I think that's pretty much it. That's all I've got, unless anybody else has any other questions. Oh, and to answer Jeff, yeah, so this is a analog to digital bridge. It is the only analog to digital bridge that I know that can be done completely legally without having to buy anything from DVSI as far as doing the AMB transcoding. So you can transcode from analog to digital using Codec 2 without needing a license, which is really awesome. And if you need or if you want any information on that, just give me a shout and we can point you in the right direction. So with that, I'll go ahead and pass it back to Net Control. This is KC1AWV.
Steve, thank you very much for the traffic. Just to reiterate, we had such a great time at NearFest. Met some old friends who've been with the project from the beginning. Met a lot of new people who were very interested in it, and definitely a lot of people who heard about us and was very happy to see it live and in person. So February 2022, we'll be in Orlando. We've got a booth going, and that's going to be a great time. At that point, we're going to have even more working implementations of M17 to show off. So if you haven't did so, and you were kind of on the fence about coming down to Hamcation, I say go for it. Give yourself a nice little present and come down and join the M17 project and all of our friends over in Tech Alley. It's going to be a great time. Once again, this is N2XDD, Net Control Station for the weekly M17 Project Net. Do we have anybody else with any questions, comments, or check-ins? Please call Net Control now.
India Uniform 2, Kilo Whiskey Oscar Silvano from Milan, Italy, with a bit of updates from OpenRTX side.
And that right there is India Union 2 Kilo Whiskey Oscar. That's Silvano from Italy. He's part of the OpenRTX team who been working very hard with their custom firmware and slight hardware modification of the MD and UV380 series of radios to have a fully working implementation of M17 coming real soon. Silvano, I'm going to pass it over to you for your traffic. Just try and keep it under 3 minutes and drop and reset if you need to. Silvano, over to you.
Thank you. Sorry for the late check-in, but I got home something like 10 minutes ago. Anyway, update from OpenRTX side. what we have, we fixed a little bug we had in the M17 modulator part in our code base, which made the transmission, the generation of baseband signal to have some jitter, and this fix at least reduced the variability of the bit error rate. We still have 3% of bit error rate. We have to investigate why we have this bit error rate. In parallel, we are working for the modulation, decoding the modulation part. I'm trying to write an implementation of Golay decoding using arithmetic decoding to avoid using lookup tables and save a significant amount of flash, because the idea is to devote this flash to code instead of lookup tables at the cost of little reduction in performance, but it should be manageable. And the other updates are that we assembled partially, because some components are missing, sound card to have an exact replica of the M17 repeater installed in Poland for experimental issues and purposes. And we are planning to put an experimental M17 repeater on the mountains here near Milan, covering at least Lombardy, which is quite wide region. Yeah, more or less updates from OpenRTX side are these, and so that to net control.
Silvano, thank you very much for that update, and again, our thanks and gratitude to you and the team of OpenRTX for all the hard work you've been doing to help the project along. Anybody have any questions or comments for Silvano? Please call now. All right. Anybody else wishing to check in, or anybody with any questions about something else? Please call Net Control. All right. Once again, this is the M17 Project. We can be found at M17Project.org, where you can find links to our GitHub and our various social media links and all things M17 related. So if you haven't done so already, please check us out. Please subscribe to our Discord channel if you want to see some of the development happening right before your eyes. That's where most of it's done. So please come and join us. Also check out our friends over in Italy at the OpenRTX project. They can be found at openrtx.org, and they also have a fairly active Discord channel. And you can find links to that as well as their GitHub and their Twitter, all on their website, openrtx.org. Anybody else wishing to check in, or anybody who had any questions or comments for me this week, please call Net Control. This is November 2, X-Ray Delta Delta. Okay, everyone. I want to wrap this one up, I guess. I want to thank all those stations that checked in today, and those stations that were just on the side listening. We appreciate all the support. Feel free to join us if you're just sitting back listening. Let us know you're there and you're following the project. What else we have here? I think that's it, guys. Your help in maintaining this net is appreciated by one and all. I'm Ed, and 2XTD. The net is now secure at 1725 hours UTC. 7-3.
N2XDD, this is Victor Echo 6 Delta Victor.